Microsoft is fresh off a public breakup with OpenAI, and like any newly single girl, they are hard launching their independence because they don't need a man, especially not Sam Altman, to build frontier AI. They just announced their plans to build their own large cutting edge AI models by 2027. That's the same company that invested $13 billion in OpenAI before anyone else was betting on them. So this has been building for months, but it's a very public celebrity breakup, and I'm putting together the timeline for you. This is your page 6 of Silicon Valley. Cloud deals. Scandalous. OpenAI and Microsoft had a deal. Microsoft provides the cloud, OpenAI provides the models, they share the economics, happily ever after. The relationship was supposed to be a sure thing. Microsoft's Azure was OpenAI's home in the cloud. OpenAI was Azure's big differentiator. But there was trouble in paradise. In February, OpenAI signed a $50 billion deal with Amazon Web Services, AWS, which is Microsoft's biggest competitor in the cloud. Betrayal. And potentially, said Microsoft, breach of contract. OpenAI gave AWS exclusive hosting rights for Frontier, its AI agent platform, left Microsoft in the dust with an old and less advanced model. And then OpenAI started prepping for an IPO, which would give it enough capital to potentially further reduce its dependence on Microsoft's infrastructure. You think you know an AI lab, and they turn around and host with someone else. So now Microsoft is saying it'll build frontier AI models all by itself by 2027. So here's what's happening here. Microsoft can read a room. OpenAI is going through leadership chaos, signing deals with competitors, heading for an IPO that could change the power dynamic entirely, and pioneer an AI business that's bound to reshape the entire tech landscape. The IPOs from OpenAI and Anthropic this year are also bound to reshape the entire publicly traded tech landscape as we know it. Google, Apple, Microsoft are all seeing the ground shift under their feet as new incumbents take the throne. Microsoft spent $13 billion on the assumption that OpenAI would be its AI engine forever. That assumption is breaking down in real time. Microsoft certainly has the money. There's $650 billion in combined AI capital expenditures this year from big tech. A significant chunk of that is actually Microsoft. It also has the compute. Azure, their cloud platform, is the second largest cloud provider in the world. It also has the talent pipeline. They've been hiring AI researchers aggressively, and they've been pretty early, although they just bet on someone else's horse instead of their own. So the question is whether they can actually build models that compete with Claude and GPT. That's frankly not a given. Building world-class AI, as Elon Musk himself saw, building XAI and realizing he had to rebuild it from the start. It's not just about money and servers. OpenAI, Anthropic, DeepMind all started as research labs with deep scientific talent, and Microsoft has historically been better at distribution than at invention. But they clearly don't want to be dependent on another partner that's signing deals with competitors and can't keep a C-suite together for more than a quarter. So Microsoft gave OpenAI $13 billion. OpenAI gave Amazon a $50 billion cloud deal. They watched their most important bet go sideways, and so they decided to build a backup before the original plan breaks up entirely. The AI marriage of the decade is now heading for a divorce. The only question is who files first. I'm watching this one closely for the drama.